Hello everyone, welcome back to Career Sync again. In this video, we are going to discuss all the questions and answers related to Python, which is for cluster 2. We will be discussing all technical questions, all coding questions, function and control, DSA related questions, exceptional handling, and OOPS based question all in this video. So let's get started with the core Python concept where they will be asking about difference between Python and Java. Because if you have mentioned Java in your resume, they will be asking this. All these questions are asked in the before interview from 1st April to 10th April. So all the questions are based on these 10 dates. So do not miss anything. Also, if you want this PDF, join our Telegram channel. You will be getting all the questions and answer, which will be helpful for you. So let's discuss it. Python is a dynamical type and interpreted known for its readability and easy to use, while Java is a static type and compiled, emphasizing robustness and performance of large applications. Also, rate your skills in Python out of 5. So you have to rate yourself. If you rate yourself 5 out of 5, then they will be asking tougher questions for the coding. So you have to give the answer as you see fit. If you are confident that you can answer this question, then go ahead. So as large language model, I don't have personal skills. However, I have been trained on a massive data set of Python code and documentation, allowing me to understand and generate Python code effectively. Now, tell about familiar topics in Python. So he is familiar with core context, syntax, data structure like the list, tuple, dictionaries, sets, function, control, flow, OOPS, modules, and standard libraries. Now, difference between list and tuple. So, a list is mutable while a tuple is immutable. Difference between append and extend in list. Append adds a single element to the end of the list, while extend adds an element from a iterable to the end of the list. So, Python code on list and tuple. So, here as you can see, here is a Python code where my list is equals to 1, 2, and a string for hello, while my tuples is 3, 4, and world. So like print my list, print my tuple. It is an example just for the code execution. What is the difference between list tuple and set in Python? Here we have to tell the difference. So a list is ordered and mutable, allowing duplicates. A tuple is ordered and immutable, allowing duplicates. A set of unordered and mutable, but does not allow duplicates elements. Now, what are the key difference between list, tuple, and dictionaries in Python? So, a list of tuple stored order sequence of items, dictionary stored key value pairs, lookups based on keys, list are immutable, and tuples are immutable. It is the same definition. You have to learn it. Now, what is lambda function in Python? So, a lambda function is a small anonymous function defined using the lambda keyword, typically used for a simple operations. Explain the map, filter, and reduce functions with examples. So map function applies a given function to each item of iterable and returns the iterator of the result. You can see the example. And for filter, filter elements from a iterable based on a given function that returns for elements to keep. While for reduce, it applies a function cumulatively to items of a iterable from left to right. Now, let's discuss some OOPS concept I have not mentioned because only four types of question only they will be asking the pillar of OOPS concept, which is polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, and inheritance. In this, you have to learn their definition and their one example because they will be asking you to write a code on inheritance where you have to show the inheritance properties. They can ask you questions related to types of inheritance. So I have not mentioned because it is a basic and very important question that you need to learn from yourself. So let's get towards the next part. What is lambda a lambda function with an example? So we have already discussed this. Here is the example I have put with the uses of Python in and what are decorators in Python. So and where you have used them. This is the question that they ask. So decorators are a way to modify or enhance function or methods in a reusable way. As a language model, I don't use them in programming sense, but I understand their syntax and applications such as for logging, timing, and authentication process. Now, what are generators? Very important question. So, generator are function that return an iterator. They produce value on demand using the yield keyword. saving memory. And list comprehension with a use case. So list comprehension provides a concise way to create list based on existing iterables. Use case creating a list of squares of even numbers from the another list. Here is an example, you can see that. Now, exceptional handling. It is a very important question asked in all languages, either it is Java, C Sharp, or Python. So you have to prepare for it. So explain file exception handling in Python. Here, file exception handling involves using try except block to gracefully handle potential errors that can occur when working with files, such as file not found error or IO error. These are the exception for your information. Exceptional are very important topic because they are asked in every language. Now, what is exceptional handling in Python? Before we have learned file exceptional handling in Python. So using try except block to catch and handle errors that occur during program execution, preventing crashes and allowing for graceful recovery. What is exception handling? Write a simple example. So we have already discussed. So let's see this example. We have used try where result is to 10 divided by 2. So except zero division error cannot divide by zero. You can see. Now memory management questions. How is memory management managed in Python? So Python uses automatic memory management through a private heap space. The Python memory manager handles the allocation and delocation of memory. How does Python handle memory management and garbage collection? Python uses reference counting to manage memory. When an object reference counts drop to zero, it becomes eligible for garbage collection. Difference between deep copy and shallow copy. It is very important question. It is asked more than 2 to 3 students. So a shallow copy creates a new object but reference to the original element. A deep copy creates a complete independent copy of the object and all its nested object. Now let's see the coding questions. It is the last part. Python code on list and tuple. Python code on logical operators. Exception handling in Python. You have to execute the code and show them with the example. So write a Python program using try and except for exception handling. It is the same question as third one. Here you can see the program. Take your name, identify the vowels, count the numbers of vowels, and replace vowels with the one. So example input. I am a vowel. Output one MB one B1 vowels count 5. So you have to write the code for it. Write a program to replace vowels in a name with numeric values. Write a Python program to count the occurrence of each word in a string. Write a Python program to reverse a string without using an inbuilt function. Write a Python program to implement bubble sort an array, find the factorial of number using recursion, and print the first 10 Fibonacci series numbers. Reverse an array program, take your name with the identifier. It is the same question as fifth one. So these are the important questions that they ask. So you should prepare all the questions. They are all very important and don't miss the OOPS concept. I have already not mentioned in there, but it is very important and you need to prepare OOPS concept. And if you want all these questions, direct questions only without answer, and if you want the answer sheet like this PDF, join our Telegram channel. We will be giving this PDF. So it will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any concern, just text me in the group. I will reply you shortly. Thank you everyone for watching this video.